Okay, this is day 3, first good weather day we've had, and we're on our way up to Fenêtre d'Alpette, and this is the Glacier de Trient, and I'm just going to pan down to the valley that we've been climbing up. I'm pretty sure we're not halfway there yet. It's possible that we're a third of the way up. But there's supposed to be great views from the Fenêtre, but we've got great views coming up. Okay, I'm about probably another hour to hour and a half higher up on the trail now, and really not that far from the Fenêtre, but I thought I would just use this to show you the high lake behind the dam straight ahead, and then sort of you can take a look at the trail that we've been coming up, which is at this point snow covered, although still pretty easy to follow because there are footprints in the trail. Okay, this is looking the other way up the trail, and I think you should be able to see Ray there in blue looking down at me. And way up at the top, at the saddle, some people coming down. That's the Fenêtre. Hey, Way. All right, so finally at the top of the Fenêtre des Alpes, there's Ray and Alan. There's our signpost, complete with prayer flags, even though we're not in Tibet or Nepal. And here's the other side, and we're going to go down this trail right below me. Let's take a quick look at that. Looks pretty treacherous. It was pretty treacherous coming up too. Somewhere over there is Mont Blanc, and I'm going to use an app to see if I can figure it out. Okay, so we've gone up to the Fenêtre des Alpes, which you can see up at the top just as a notch there in between the two big rocks. And now we've been working our way down the other side through this boulder field. And unfortunately, the boulder field has snow on it, which adds to the fun. And I've got some more boulder fields still to go, and then we're going to head down, I think, this valley to the left to get to Champay-Lac, where we have our hostel tonight. So here are the ubiquitous Swiss cows with their bells clanging away, chomping at grass in the meadow. So here we are at the Café Malinois on the next day. We hiked up about an hour from Verbier. You can see Ray sitting there, and wait till you see the view we have. I'm just going to walk across here. So basically, you hike up here for the view, and you should be able to hear the cattle, because they're just below me. But I'm just going to pan around, and there's a nice section here we saw better coming up. But this is our main view, and we're sitting on the terrace with this view for our lunch. Unbelievable. And here I am later in the same day, day 4, having come up from Verbier. On the tram, we've now hiked probably about an hour and a half to get to this point, where we're going to stay in that mountain hut just ahead, the Cabane de Montfort, which has a nice spot with just a wonderful view. And we're going to see some more of that view here. Oh yeah. Okay, we're now on day 5, probably about halfway along. The notch that you see right in front of you in the middle of the screen is the Col Telma, which was our first of 3 passes today. We're on our way to the Col Louis, which is the second of the passes. And you can see what a gorgeous view we've had all day of this valley and the mountains on the other side. I'm just panning across to where we're headed, which is somewhere around here to the left. Probably can't see it just yet, but that's where we're heading. Somewhere up there is the Col Louis. Well, one last look at the Col Telma. You can still see the notch there, but I'm almost all the way now to the Col Louis. I said Louis earlier, but it's really Louis. And I got here and I thought this was going to be it from below, but it was a false top. There's the actual pass up there. I'll be there in 5 or 10 minutes probably. So we're now on our way to the Col Plainforet, and we're in kind of this wasteland they call the Grand Desert. And somewhere up there is the col. Not sure exactly which of those notches. But there used to be a really large glacier here, and the glacier is no more. Still some glacier-fed lakes, though. And here I am on the other side of those 2 little lakes, just looking back over the Grand Desert. Okay, I'm now on top of the Col Plainforet, and way down here you might be able to see, if you've got sharp eyes, the hut that we're going to stay in tonight down at the bottom, right in the middle of the screen. And this is the rest of what we can see on the other side. And there's our location for the night, the Plainforet Mountain Hut. Almost there now.